Hi, this is Kelly. It's Sunday, November the 2nd, 2025. And as of this morning, my weight is 217.4 pounds. I've lost zero point 0.6 pounds since last Sunday, and my total weight loss is 93.6 pounds. So, small weight loss for this week, but it's still a loss, so I'll take it. I'll take it. So, um, topic for the night. A sign of a mature adult would be a willingness to admit when you're wrong, even when you don't want to. So, I, I think I have to admit I might have been wrong about tofu. I have tried it before, wasn't impressed with the results I achieved, but I decided to give it another try. And so I pressed it in the tofu press for a few hours. The press wasn't very even, so I may need to get a different one if I want to keep it up. But anyway, I pressed it in the tofu press for a few hours. I rolled it in some, cut it up, and then rolled it in some barbecue sauce, and then stuck it in the air fryer. And I don't remember how long I had it in there. I think it was 20 minutes. And it wasn't bad. It was not bad. It's still not my favorite thing, but, you know, for a first real attempt in a long time, it went pretty well. I still like soy curls and jackfruit better, but God knows jackfruit can be expensive. So I think I will keep it up, and maybe I'll figure out a few other ways to use it that are appealing, at least somewhat. And so, that's part of the deal is you have to be willing to try new things every now and then, especially when you're on a different diet than the standard American. You have to be willing to change things up. And some things I've tried I haven't cared for, but every now and then I find something I do like. So this is good. You have to be willing to, adapt because that makes the keeping to the diet easier. Um, I'm trying to think of something else I've tried that I did not like. Can't think of it off my head. But so I've gotten now I got several protein sources that work very well for me. The soy curls, the jackfruit occasionally. Now this tofu, of course. Um, the textured pea protein works pretty good for me too. And of course, beans, beans, beans. I do love my beans. Um, I haven't come up with a good veggie burger yet, but I have to admit I haven't tried too many recipes. I have to keep at it. Sooner or later, I'll come up with something that's not so bad, or at least hits the spot well enough to make me happy. It's not that I'm desperate for a veggie burger. Yes, I do miss hamburgers, but I'm not desperate about it. And that is one thing that surprises me quite a bit. When I started off on my weight loss journey, I was whole foods, but I was low carb, and I was darn near close to being carnivore because I just would have a small amount of fruit, and everything else was meat or dairy. And I really got to where I was missing my vegetables, my potatoes and rice and beans, and I wanted more fruit than I was eating. I stuck to it, but I really missed it. And now I'm doing a whole food low fat, and I'm not totally vegan, but I'm pretty close. I just have shrimp a couple times a week and chicken once or twice a month. And I haven't had any beef at all in months. And I quit the dairy because the only good tasting dairy is a full fat, which is way too much fat for me. If I want to lose weight, that is. So, but I don't miss the meat as much as I thought I would. Not nearly as much as I missed the fruit when I was on the low carb. Um, I think the amount I'm still eating, the shrimp, and the occasional chicken, is just enough to keep me from getting real, you know, homesick or nostalgic for meat, and which is great. I know hardcore vegans will be mad at me for not being 100%, but if I can stick to it by being 90%, that's good enough for me. It might not be good enough for you, but uh, I'm the one who has to make this work. Nobody else is here to help me. So, I'll have a steak for my birthday at the end of the month. And that'll be about it. I'm amazed. Actually, I haven't. Amazed I haven't even touched bacon in months and months and months. And I do love bacon, but I managed to keep from eating it. And fortunately, I've come up with some sauces that scratch my itch for cheese fairly well. So, all in all, this is going rather well. And I'm hoping in like another month or so, month and a half, I'll be at the minus 100 pounds. We shall see. But if you're on a weight loss journey like I am, I wish you well. And I hope everything works out for you. And I'll keep checking in and stay in the course. Take care. Bye.